Hey all, how's it going? Nearly finished spamming Discord and I'll just be starting in a moment. Hello, hello. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I basically decided to... Hey Teras, Kasai. What tea? Chai tea. Tea Pigs blend. Yep, D&D tonight no less. So I've got my face stripe ready because, to be honest, switching my makeup out between streams is kind of exhausting. Okay, hopefully you should all be seeing the game. So yeah, after this stream I'll just do the lipstick and the other stuff and put on the horns and everything, and hopefully I've saved myself quite a bit of time. How are you both doing anyway? No less Mike and Game are present. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Terrace, you don't have tea, but you picked up some new local sugar-free energy drinks from the store. Zen Monkey and Bubble Blaster. Oh, interesting. When you say local, do you mean just like your general state or your country, or...? Because I'd have thought an energy drink is something you need at least a decent bit of industrial equipment to make. Anyway, yep. Here's this young lady who we know from the first case of the game is actually kind of evil. Ah, local as in made in your country. Fair enough. I wasn't sure because here if someone says a local ale, it usually means at least the same county. And I didn't really know if that logic applied to energy drinks. Well, anyway, sir?
Yes, my dear?
Nurse, you woke up early in case your dad needed you for car stuff, but he didn't. Oh well, at least you got up early, I guess. This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Not at all. There's no trouble at all.
Oh, you went back to bed. Also valid. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department. You're on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you're the one who took this photo? Is that accurate? How can you be so mean?
Now, see here? What are you doing shoving that in her face like that?
Again, we know she's evil. Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous.
Next time, I'll be forced to penalise you.
Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this has taken. Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fey. I see. So you are.
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Sorry about my voice, by the way. I literally woke up from a nap, like, 20 minutes ago. Oh, close to 30 now. Yes, Your Honour. I'll do my best. The witness's photograph. I was using my pictures to take pictures of wildflowers. Then, I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred?
I believe the map would be of help here. Terrace, today you watched Falcon and Winter Soldier. You had a pretty good amount of action scenes. Walker's character could have used more depth. I was standing over here. Nerless. Dahlia yelling at that photo makes you want to make a SpongeBob reference. You don't think Kiara's here to get it. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs.
So you took the photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to.
Oh, what a cute camera, just like its owner.
Camera added to the court record. Melissa Foster took this witness's photo with a small but powerful model.
Right then, Miss Fairy. Time for your cross-examination.
Nurless, and you don't know whether Taras knows SpongeBob. I would assume not personally. Taras, you're pretty excited about finally seeing Smiling Friends on HBO, but it only has 2 episodes currently. I don't think I've heard of that one.
But I warn you, make the witness cry again, and you'll feel the wrath from my gavel.
Oh, good, I'm not the only person who's never seen SpongeBob then. Yeah, same, I've only seen the memes. Did you say wildflowers? Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers. But it's only February. Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
Oh, I know just how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait. So I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly.
I love Canadian judges' lines. Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honour? Taras, you watched a lot of Moomins as a kid. Oh, same. I don't really remember many episodes, though. Apart from that one episode where there was a demon in a tree or something. Was there anything strange about the 2 of them? I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them, like some kind of peeping Tom.
No, not at all. Everyone's like that. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place.
Well, at least he admits it. Too much info, Your Honour. In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were. Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely. Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? No, I have no idea. Why do you ask that? Oh, I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said. I would never eavesdrop. You just admitted you were, basically. Is there a difference between, spying and eavesdropping? I've got more class than that.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
No less, you first learned Moomin was a thing like a year or so ago. Yeah, it's weird actually, because they were basically shown pretty regularly here on Children's BBC. Well, I guess in America they weren't really shown much. No less, eavesdropping could involve getting closer to hear than you guess. That's true, but I don't think there's really any sort of fundamental differences there. Also, I think I've got something in my eye. Taras, Moomin music makes you depressed. Yeah, it's beautiful, but it can be sad at the same time. Yeah, it's got that sort of Studio Ghibli quality to it. Why did you take the photo? Well, when the 2 of them were really going at it, Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kind of took over. Smells like a lie to me.
Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on.
Oh my god, this judge is literally the personification of Twitter. So you wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this. All I could do was to use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police. You called the police? Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape. We're already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we'd already started our operation.
Now, certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh?
If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten. That girl has the judge wrapped right around her little finger. You're going to have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're going to have to come up with something really good, Mia. Okay. Is there anything on the map that contradicts her claims? Wait. Okay, her scarf's clean, so it must have been before that any scuffle broke out. Okay, that's not it. Nolas, you forgot Reddit was here too. Oh my god. The Judge and Goddo Reddit and Twitter. What'd that make Mia? Snopes? Or another fact checker? Would that make Dahlia Instagram? Yeah, that fits.
Objection!
Okay, yep, it's the photo. Witness. When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testify that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally that's the kind of thing we'd refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
Oh. My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
No less. It's crucial because the announcer is just off screen getting ready to yell,
Fight!
"Hey Jan, how's it going?" He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean.
You ran out of film?
This photo was the last one. What?
Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs you took that day. All the other photographs are of the witness herself playing among the wildflowers.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. So you took photos of yourself?
I remember taking some photos of myself once too.
Please, no details.
It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all.
No less, Dahlia is Instagram. Yep, selfies all the way down. Oh my god, she's a student at university. She's using supernatural powers for evil. She takes photographs. She's the evil Max Caulfield. But wait just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, she could very well take more pictures, eh?
Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the instant that you took with your very own eyes. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Very well then, let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy's really a sucker for sweet talk.
It looks like the other kissing in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening. I deserve all the attention. Okay, so she's just appended her testimony. No less. Go Diego, go away. You think that's the Dora the Explorer spin-off? The victim. Why do you think she tried to run away? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal. This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If it had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently. Quaggy? Why you... What does quaggy mean?
If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river.
there's still something wrong with this testimony. So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Well, it's a narrow bridge and it was swaying back and forth. No less quaggy, like a quaggoth, the Underdark creature. Same route, maybe? If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her.
That seems to make sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off.
Does it now? You have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something's off, that's when you need to figure out why.
If Terry Falls is the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony. Okay, already read this. Okay. Nerlus, you think he's calling her fat? Never change, Capcom. Never change. Disclaimer, please change, Capcom. Okay, what... Oh, thanks for the quote, Nerlus. See you in a bit. Can we just say the photo shows he wasn't holding a knife?
Objection!
Guess not. Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? No, I have no idea. Why do you ask about that? Ah, this is just the conversation where she gets upset about being accused of eavesdropping. Oh. Yeah, I think according to the map, the bridge was way too small for that.
Objection!
Got it. Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I just...
Miss Fay, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry.
Nolus, run where the bridge is out. Exactly. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
You say the word, 2 contradictions?
It's simple. Take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then,
She would have hit a dead end.
you said 10 yards, but she couldn't have even ran 5. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side.
What does this all mean?
It's very simple, Your Honour. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. She is a pretty little liar. That's all there is to it.
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court?
Just a moment, Your Honour. Mr. Edgeworth? Your Honour, allow me to personally apologise for the confusion.
What do you mean?
There's one major mistake in this diagram. What do you say?
What are you referring to?
It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it.
So you're saying?
I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, there's no evidence that can prove the bridge was broken during the incident. That's ridiculous. You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologise to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence.
That guy's good.
Says Mr. Edit. Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward? Yep, that's right, Nellis. Edgeworth, wasting court time and getting points for it. And at the end of the day, he's going to win his childhood friend's heart for his conduct.
Well, Miss Fay, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation.
Hey Iris, how's it going? I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No. It wasn't your fault at all.
Now then, shall we go on with the trial?
I'd like to establish, once and for all,
what it was that the witness actually saw. What Nose is saying is true. Edgeworth is cheating again.
Indeed. All right, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster.
There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Iris, gasp, Edgeworth is cheating on his boyfriend. Oh, no, this is a flashback. He hasn't even met Right again yet. Running from the crime. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way you could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Like, there was a 40-foot drop there. We've established this. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up.
If he accepts this testimony as is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh well, maybe I'll stop off at my favourite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet.
That's what I like to hear. Right, Miss Fay, your cross-examination, if you please.
Iris, Phoenix is just like Ellie Woods. Both went to law school to pursue a boy, but the difference is that in the case of Phoenix it worked. Exactly. The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. Iris is completely right and she should say it. Okay. Not quite. Yep, there we go. Killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found.
Well, what is it?
Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. No less. To be honest, it worked out in Ellie Wood's case too. She just didn't get the guy she thought she wanted. That's true. And to be fair, Phoenix's plan wasn't necessarily to get the guy. Just found out why he'd become what he was apparently not who he thought he was in the first place. It's like mirror opposites. No less, you forget if she went there to pursue him or to show that she could. I think it's sort of made ambiguous if she was incensed over the fact he dumped her, or if she was trying to impress him and get him to take her back.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful currents. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Ah!
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. Iris. His excuse was that they couldn't be together because they were separated by schools, which is why she applied. Oh, I could have sworn in the opening scene he said something about not wanting to marry a blonde.
Order! 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 I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Fay. I must admit, it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river.
That was later after she meets him at school. I thought it was like the opening scene where she thinks he's about to ask her, he's about to propose to her, and then he's like,
My dad married a brunette. Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh hey Nick, how's it going? How sad. Perhaps Miss Fay would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you seem to be such an expert in the ways of nature. It looks like I'm getting a one-on-one session after all tonight. Leggy's had to bow out. Oh, that sucks. I hope he's doing okay. Well, I hope they're doing okay. Just tired after being kept up all night by dogs. Yeah, that's valid. All my stuff should be fine, there's plenty there, so we're still good to go. Ah, fair enough. I'll try not to turn the whole session into a poop show. For at least the first hour. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw.
Quite true. Miss Fay, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witnesses told us.
Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. That's exactly the kind of image I try to cultivate with customers at work when I ID them. Who's he talking about? Alright, I'll do my best. Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Actually, maybe she did fall.
Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she'd fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense.
If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy. God, my nose is itchy for some reason. If you don't mind, I was asking the witness. No need to be so rude.
Well, young lady?
Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could.
We're one step too slow.
And then, what did the defendants do after that? You personally witnessed that? Yes? Did anything strange happen when he did that? Well, I don't know if you call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off.
You mean this scarf?
Nolus, one step too zesta slow. Exactly.
Her words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body there. What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police.
And so that's when you called the police.
You're sure you saw that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain. Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain's famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There's also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know those monks, they just love cold, isolated places.
I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes.
And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body? Well, he was wearing a prison uniform, but as for his face...
So you're saying you didn't get a clear look at his face?
Well, they were far away when it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw.
Excellent. You're a remarkably honest young woman.
Something about this testimony is bothering me, but what?
Hey, kitten. Have you ever put salt in your coffee?
No, why would I?
Why not?
Huh?
It might actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? Listen. My point is, if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence.
He's right, Mia. Go present something. You've nothing to lose.
By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well, after all.
This man is literally a Reddit post come to life. Wait, how did you know it was stolen? Thanks to the quote, no less. We're on 213 now. Nope. fact she died of blood loss. So why wasn't he covered in blood? No. Yeah, if anyone wants to look up the solution so we can continue, that's fine. How'd she know the car was stolen? Hey Yoshi Kumo, how's things turning? Oh, it's good. Just nearly towards the end of the final case. Well, the beginning of the final case. No less strategy wikis being a butt to try and navigate. That's fine. I'll keep chipping away at this until I work it out. Well, I know what might help me think. Thanks for using that quote, Nerlus. Just Yoshi's fine? Okay. Glad to hear. Always nice to see more people experiencing this gem of a game. Yep, I played the first two on DS when they came out, but I haven't really played the third as much, so this is all a new experience for me. No less, apparently we cross-examine a swimsuit in this case. I see. Presumably less talkative than cross-examining a parrot. Okay. I've been missing out. It's most people's favourite from the original trilogy. Yeah, it's definitely got a much sort of clearer arc to it than the other games did. I mean, the original game, this is Turnabout Beginnings. Yeah, the first game had sort of the whole thing with Edgeworth's past, but this feels more like it's a conclusion to the original trilogy, because it picks up plot threads from the first game, and well, it sort of picks up the cliffhanger from, I think the second game was Pearl's mum being the villain, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Yep, Morgan Fay. Okay, already done this bit. I feel like she shouldn't know it's stolen, but I can't really find anything to question her on that. Okay, I don't suppose we can argue he's got his hands full in the picture.
Objection!
Nope. You've been control effing Dahlia, not Melissa. Oh yeah, basically she introduced herself with what we know is an alias. Oh yes, silly me, Yosh. This is obviously a brand new character. Stolen. Seriously, how does she know it's a stolen car? And why can't you just say, how do you know it was a stolen car? .NA Noir. Present either the witness photo or bridge map to break into the trunk. Okay, thanks. How does the bridge map contradict it? Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Done what? Made a crucial mistake.
Crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye?
The killer broke into the trunk of the car and hid the body in there. You're saying that you saw that, right? With your very own eyes? Yes, and... It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I'm... Oh, right, she couldn't have seen it. Do you see what I mean? Even if you try to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car.
Objection!
I admit, the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. Yes, Wish. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story. No less. I had that outcropping of rock planted there just before this picture was taken, just to trip you up here. Yosh, this was bothering you the entire time when you first played this. You'd assume that the hill there covered the way to the photo bridge too, so she couldn't have taken her photo. Yeah, I could see that how you assume that. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff.
Ah!
Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but still you claim to have been able to see the killer's car? No!
Order? Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
Oh hey, Mr. Blue. Hello to you too. How's it going?
Objection!
Your Honour, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The
fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset.
Just finished breakfast, drinking coffee, watching streams, living the dream.
She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself she saw it.
No less, is Dahlia's freak-out animation in this just that invisible wind picking her up by her parasol like Mary Poppins? I certainly hope so. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes. Oh, hey Pixel, how's it going? Hope your head's feeling better.
Oh.
Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong. Hey, wait a minute, you can't just say that.
Objection!
Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect.
Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive is divine.
You actually had a small headache coming on earlier, but it's feeling pretty steady now, so you hope it was a false flag. Ah, that's good. Hopefully, I hope it stays that way.
I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
What? That's not fair. Yosh.
Actually, perjury isn't a
crime. Edgeworth, probably. No less. Then let God forgive her. This is a courtroom.
Save the tears for later, kitten.
Mr. Armando?
Don't look back until the trial's over. Now's the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair.
Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony.
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body there.
So tell me, how'd she know that? How'd she know that he broke into the trunk?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Reddit. Dom arigato, Mr. Redotto. Aha!
Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness?
Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
What? Let me see that photo. It's true. It certainly looked like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that its trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. Oh, better save scum then. What she just said, is there a contradiction in there somewhere? Melissa Foster. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself. No less. Thank you, Mr. Reddit. What you say when a Google search leads you to a Reddit thread, and anybody there actually answers OP's question instead of just insults and choruses of, yeah, I've been wondering this too. Excuse me a second. Okay, sorry about that. Pixel, the real spiritual power of the Fae family, save scumming. Oh yeah, Yoch, or the good old never mind found the solution. I agree with Nick, that is so annoying. Anyway, good news, I have had a package delivered. It's washers for my Lara Croft belt, not washers, grommets. So that's just another piece of the puzzle. I'm going to make the hell out of that belt. Pixel, we can't rule them out of being Wallace's. This is true. Yep, Nolis. Guns, grommet. I can't do a Yorkshire accent. You assume they're for the holsters. Yeah, for the belt and various other things. To be honest, I could use some rivets, but I don't think there's actually any visible rivets on her thing, so I can just use glue. Anyways, let's continue. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally. I finally got her.
I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here.
Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Your Honour, there is only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... she was Gordon Freeman. There's only one way the witness had the chance to see those scratches.
Yes? What is it?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was... Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one who put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Oh, I see. Hair swish. I think Mia's hair swish is one of my favourite animations in the entire game. Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk.
Objection!
Preposterous. To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know at the time she was taking photographs.
Now's your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. Yep, her camera has a timer function. Oh wow, Mia's actual voice dialogue sounds a lot angrier than I've been making it sound. Let's take another look at this camera and see what features it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why? It's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture.
Objection!
What are you trying to say then, Miss Faye? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed? Well, if she really did use the camera's auto timer, then the answer is yes. She was somewhere else. Exactly. She was not in the field.
Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering that question, we'll also make it clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer the question. Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred on the bridge?
Whoops. Didn't mean to click. Naturally, the witness was right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing. Order! 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 Miss Fay, what on earth?
Your Honour, if I may. After parting with the victim on the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, if someone put the body in the trunk, it could have only been before the defendant met the victim.
Objection!
How asinine. Of course Mr. Falls met with the victim.
The only person with the opportunity to put the victim in the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
Objection!
What? I never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. And I literally got trapped in a lift during an earthquake.
Then who exactly is the victim in this photo? It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
What?
It's obvious. I mean, there's only like 5 different faces for women in this game. It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Miss Falls killed met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster. Me? Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on the mountain that day. Mr. Falls believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
Objection!
But the defendant knew
Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the one whose testimony helped get him convicted.
But since then, my client has spent 5 hard years in a federal penitentiary. He couldn't remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
You're just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
I've got it right here. The piece of evidence that will blow this case wide open. Right after I save. At the time of the incident, Mr. Falls had forgotten what Valerie Hawthorne looked like. Alright, in the note here, I'm asked her to wear a white scarf. Miss Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why you needed a piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. It was Mr. Falls who requested that she wear the scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note the victim left. In other words, as long as you're wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster? No.
KO. Where's Miss Foster?
She's collecting herself in the lobby.
Guess
guess she needed a snack. It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. Jan, drove the witness into unconsciousness. Yep. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why'd she do it?
Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit.
Well, we'll have to wait for Miss Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess.
Oh, my favourite animation of the 90s.
The defence and the prosecution are both to wait in their respective lobbies.
Yes, Your Honour. Understood.
Very well, this court is in recess.
To be continued. Nerlus, you've only seen the Schools Out movie, but it's good. Yeah, ironically, I don't think I haven't seen the movie. But it seems to be what most people remember from it. I think the episode I really remember is the Pokemon Cards parody episode. Which is also the capitalism parody episode. Let's see, it's 6:30, so... Yeah, I guess we'll finish here. Okay then. Just give Nick's YouTube channel a quick shout out. Oh, glad you enjoyed it, Jan. Obviously, I'll be back on Monday with more Paper Mario. And, well, I'll be on Nick's YouTube channel in like an hour with some D&D. Now let's just find someone to read. Okay, tight lining makes my eyes look tiny. Yep, it's going to be fun, Nick. Oh good, Firefox wants to update. Nolus, Google Images, Recess Pokemon cards. The first 3 images are ads for Rule 34 card sleeves. Well then. Yeah. Basically the whole thing was a totally original Do Not Sue Us Nintendo Mon cards becoming super popular and ending up being used as currency. I mean, it could be Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something, but I think Pokemon cards being used as currency was an actual moral panic, so I imagine that's what inspired it. Okay, come on Firefox, calm down. Oh, hey Kiara. Oh, that's cool. Glad you're here. We're just finishing up, but can we just get a shout out for Kiara? Oh, while we're at it, can we get a shout out for Nick and any other streamers in the chat? Thanks for giving Kiara a shout out, Nick. Kiara, you're with your boyfriend, so you couldn't be here, but my stream's on your TV. Wow, I finally made it. Yep, it went pretty well, I'd say. Except for my eyes look tiny right now. Ah, thanks, Kiara. But yep, as soon as Twitch decides to load, we'll give someone a raid. If you head to Nick's channel now, you can actually set up an alert message for when the stream starts, so by all means do that. I need my attention fix. Let's see, not quite loaded yet. While it's loading, I'll just show you this. It's basically the new adhesive I got to try and attach my horns with. It's a lot stronger than spirit gum, and it comes with a specialised remover, and it basically attaches like contact adhesive. So I dab a bit on my skin and then a bit on the prosthetic. Instead of having to attach it and tap it until it becomes tacky. So it should also be a lot easier to apply. Anywho, let's see who's online. Does anyone want to recommend someone to raid? Nick, between two gates are up. Yeah, I think I'd rather Kiara, Astra the Horror Girl. Oh, yep. Rated her the other day, but couldn't really say anything in chat because it's follower only. Then again, yeah. Obviously, it's well within her rights to do, and she has her reasons for that. But it's probably not ideal to raid. Yeah, we'll give between two gays to raid. Can't go wrong with Stardew Valley. Pixel, you leave for a bit and the stream's ended. Got called away. Sorry about that. But yep, thanks for dropping by. Hope to see you at the D&D stream later. Kiara, well, you didn't miss the stream. You're right here. But yep, it's not like attendance is mandatory, and it's always nice to have you here. All the best to your boyfriend. And, well, I better get on and get my grounded costume sorted out, so yep, to reiterate, in a 55 minutes time, I'll be on Nick's channel with D&D. I'll be back on Monday with more Paper Mario. Expect more news about my Lara Croft cosplay, hopefully over the weekend if I'm not too tired from work. Today there was a load of managers visiting after a refit, so that was quite exhausting. And yep, not much else to say. Let's raid in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Raid message if you want to use one. Ready to roll.